Okay, today I am going to make a beach sunset tumbler, and I got my inspiration from Jabel Chic. So I thought what she did was really pretty, so I said that I was going to try and replicate that. So this is my first beach tumbler. Actually, it's my first of a lot of things as far as tumbler making. So here we go. 20 ounce straight from Maker Flo, and what I'm going to be using is several different paints to cover the tumbler. The tumbler has already been sanded and prepped. I'm gonna put some gloves on to keep from further getting fingerprints and that on it. So yeah. So this is what I have to start with. I know I got paint lines. My painting skills are horrible. So hopefully that gets covered up by the glitter. So, but the colors I used are by Color Shot. If you guys can see that, maybe you need to turn it that way. Color Shot. And this is a First Million in a metallic. And then I have the Scuba. Then she put her purple before her orange, but I put my orange before the purple because if you look at the sunset, like, your purple is actually closer up in the sky than your orange. But I used orange slice, and then for my purple I used Center Stage. So what I'm gonna do is let the paint dry, get a coat of resin on it so that my glitter can stick, and I'll be back. She had an array of glitters, and so for my sand I believe I got this from Michael's. It's a pretty gold shift, but I also mixed it with Like a Lady from Glitter Chimp to get this pretty sandy color here. So it's not so gold, and it's not so this is more like a peachy mauvey color. So I mixed the two to get like what I consider to be the perfect sand. And I have Tranquil Sea from the Glitter Grind, and I have Persian Blue, sorry, from the Glitter Grind. And also I have from Recollections from Michael's as well, I have this turquoisey color and this aqua color, I want to say. And then for my yellow blending up into my orange, I have from also the Glitter Grind, it's called Tuscany. And then for my pink before the orange, I have Helium. And then I took Moonshine Steel and Caramel both from the Glitter Grind, and I made my version of, I don't know if you guys can see that, an orange for the sun, like for the sunset part of or the orange part of the sunset. So we're gonna see how that goes. That was smart, Sonia. And then for the purple portion of my sunset, I have two different purples. I have an amethyst that I got, I'm pretty sure from Walmart. I just transferred it into the shaker bottle. and just took the label off and put it on here. And also I have a Midnight Gem. So these are the glitters that I'm going to use to replicate her beach sunset theme. Okay, I'm back, and I have a very, very thin coat of epoxy on my tumbler, and I am going to actually hit it with my heat gun to pop any bubbles that are on here. The paint job is bad enough. I don't need the bubbles making the glitter stick up any more than what the bad paint job is gonna do. But I just hit it to pop any bubbles that I may or may not see. So, all right, and so I have these little acrylic mats that I use that I can just reuse over and over versus any sand, or not sandpaper, any parchment paper or printer paper. So it's something that I can just use over and over again, and I can clean it, wipe it off, and just reuse it versus just throwing away the parchment paper after so long, or throwing away the printer paper, whichever it is that you guys prefer to use. But I just laid down my sand, and I think I'll mix it with a little bit of the Ladylike from the Glitter Chimp. Lighten it up just a little bit. That's really pretty. All right, we're gonna dump this back into my little makeshift bowl. Oops, of course I would. And then we're gonna move on to, I want to use some of this teal to start my water. And I'm not going to even put any of this glitter back into the container, so I really don't care if they're mixed down here on this acrylic sheet. Just blending it a little bit in the sand. Now I'm gonna go with my Persian blue. Pretty. Now I'm going to go in with my Tranquil Sea. Just blending it in with that Persian blue, so there's no harsh seam or harsh lines. Just really pretty. I also bought from the glitter grind some what is it, some starting my sunset, some mica powders. And the mica powders that I purchased from the glitter grind are they look like they could be, they look like they have a shine and like a glitter, but they don't feel like a glitter, and they definitely float around in the air exactly like a mica powder. But I'll show you guys that when I'm done with my beach themed tumbler. But those micas are so pretty and so shiny. Like, they were super pretty. Turn it the other way. Oh, I'm doing too much. But that orange is going to cover that right up. Maybe I should have just gotten, oh goodness gracious, another, because I have plenty of these little acrylic sheets that I probably should have just got one for each color, because that's really that's a lot of glitter that I'm wasting. So now I'm gonna make a little dump cup, I guess. That's pretty. Set that off to the side. I got glitter everywhere, y'all. That's nothing new for me. And now I'm just gonna get a clear one. And I need to go over. Thank goodness it only got a little piece of my tumbler. Now I'm going to put, oh, my orange. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So, I don't want my lines to be so harsh. Some of this yellow mixed up in the sun. Or, sorry, some of the yellow mixed up in my orange. Have another sheet here. Now we're gonna move on to the pink portion of the sunset, the little pink hue. I have to open it. pink is getting swallowed up by that purple paint. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do a second layer of the purple. I'm sorry, a second layer of the pink. I have some, I used the Quick Set Speedy Petey, actually, by I believe it's CCDIY. Yeah, this is, that's why I need a cup stand, which is something I need to invest in. Well, actually, I have a couple cup stands. I don't know why I didn't put this cup on the cup stand. I was just, I guess that was too much like making life difficult for myself. Here I go again. Here comes the sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. It's pretty purple. I'm gonna try this again, y'all. Set it flat on the table. Now we have this Midnight Gem, which has like some shards of like blue and pink, and it's really pretty. It's got a little bit of chunkiness in it as well. At this point, mixing these colors, it is what it is. You can kind of, oh no. I love these glitters from the Glitter Grind because they're so pigmented. Um, like the colors are so deep, so pretty. Now we're going back in with that Persian blue. Blended it in with that Tranquil Sea. Probably needed more of the blue than I did the yellow. All right, y'all, we'll be back. Get some epoxy on it, and then I'll show you the decal I'm gonna put on it. I'm going to try and apply my waves to the tumbler. And I have a decal, but I don't want to put my decal on prior to putting my waves because I don't want my decal to sit. I'm sorry, I don't want my waves or my clouds to distort my image. So we're gonna add some clouds. Oh no. And then I'm gonna take my heat gun and I just use some acrylic paint and like maybe 2 ml of epoxy to create the white for the waves and the clouds. So that was it. Not getting much movement. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's pretty. Maybe I should turn it on low because it looks like my heat gun was kind of melting my blade, but maybe I just had it too close. And is it fanning about? See a little spot there. Oh no! I don't know if I turn on. Okay, there we go. Maybe I ought to try the other heat gun. And maybe the Wagner was too powerful for it. I don't know. All right, well, we're gonna leave well enough alone. I'm gonna let it spin for a few hours, let it dry, come back, and we'll take a look at it, and then we'll put our decal on. All right, see you then. Okay, so the epoxy has dried, and I have my waves and my clouds on here. So now I am going to sand it down and sand the rim, and yeah, this is pretty smooth, so I'm not thinking that I need to sand that down, but I do need to sand the rim down just a little bit, and then we are going to get on our decal. Okay, I'm back. I thought I was recording, and I have my palm trees and my beach chairs on my tumbler, and now I have the words that say, "Life's a beach, relax and enjoy." So now I'm just gonna try to center this and get it on our tumbler. Kudos out to the crafters that do this all day, every day. And I think because I work a full-time 10-hour day job, I'm like, I don't know how they do it, but I think if it was my job and my livelihood, you know what I mean, I would really be able to understand or be able to relate a little more as far as like doing this consistently on a day-to-day basis. And I think for me, because I'm not as knowledgeable and I'm new to the crew, so to speak, I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, like it's so time consuming. I lost my dot for my eye, but it says life's a beach, relax and enjoy. So now I'm going to get a final layer of stone coat countertop epoxy on it, and with my waves and my cloud, let's see if I can turn you right side up. Okay, here we go. With my waves and my clouds, I used Speedy Pete. Speedy Petey, is that what it's called? The Speedy Petey. And I think that's why I got, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but like the separation in my clouds and my waves that I got versus, you know, some others that I've seen. So I don't know if it's because I used the quick set or what, quick set, fast set epoxy, is why I got the like dissipating clouds and wave effect versus like full clouds and waves. But yeah, this, I'm gonna get some epoxy on it and then we're gonna come back and see the final look. I'll be back. All right guys, so that is my completed tumbler, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for taking the time to view my video, my first video, and I want to thank you. And as I mentioned earlier in the video about the mica powders that I got from, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has like a shimmer like a glitter, but they are super fine and like misty in the air, like just like mica powder. So This pink one is called, let me see if I can turn this light down so you guys can see a little better. Maybe you guys can see that. Maybe not. I mean, let me turn it back up. Let me just change the mode of the lighting and do no better. Not that I can see, but that's called Prissy. We have this one called Intuition. It's like a color shift holographic type deal. We have this one called Summer Mimosa. We have this one called Golden Moss. This one also called Cleopatra. It's like a goldish bronze type deal. This one is like a pure white. It's called Arctic. This one called Golden Hour. It's more like a silvery type deal. And then we had like, I have like some other ones that have the consistency and the look like just like mica powders. And this one is called Surfs Up, a pretty deep blue. This one is called Ocean Vibes, like a turquoisey color. We have a Floating Ember, E-M-B-E-R, Floating Ember. I have a Deadly Kiss, which is a pretty fuchsia deep pink. I also have Ultramarine, which is another deep blue. And the last one is Luscious Lime. And these all came from the glitter grind. I have quite a few glitters that I got from the glitter grind, and I like them because they're so pigmented. And I also have like this is called Helix. It's like epoxy additives for like your black base tumblers to give them like that little extra sparkle, because black glitter for some reason doesn't sparkle as well like when you get it under epoxy. But if you guys remember all those glitters that I mixed up and I had in that cup, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but this is all of those glitters, if you guys can see that. So I'm excited to see what I can put it on or what I can try with it. But yeah, this concludes my video. I want to thank you guys so much for, like I said, taking the time out. If you guys can please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, and you guys have a blessed day.